Hi guys, this is Crafty Cat. Welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. We are here with a little video where I'm going to be testing my Monte Marte water-soluble oil pastels, give them a try, see how I like them. I have a set of, I have a set of 48 here that I unboxed on the channel, and I also did a swatching video. Now normally when I get a new set of oil pastels, I test them on my cheap Dollarama watercolor paper. And I have better paper now. I have bought better paper. But I feel like to test them, I need to test them on the same paper or it won't matter. So anyway, all I did was make apples. You guys have seen me make 2 of these apples on the channel. So these were with my Craypas Specialist oil pastels. This is with my Art Echo oil pastels. And then I did an entire video showing you my Mungial Gallery soft oil pastels. I did this whole apple, but I guess I ran out of space on my camera. I don't know. It erased the first half and only kept the second part. I don't know how that happened, but it did. So I just have like part of the video where I'm finishing the blue on the background. So it didn't pick up the whole apple one, unfortunately. So those are my 3 apples, and I feel like I have to make another apple because it's tradition for watercolors to do an apple, right? So we're just going to tilt this over. Or maybe I'm not going to tilt it over. Maybe I'll just let it flap up like that. And I'm going to try to do an apple without looking at a picture of an apple, just from my brain. How about that? We'll just do a fast apple. And I think I'm going to start the outline in yellow. So we'll just do an apple from my memory. Make it a nice, delicious apple. Like that. I don't know if you guys could see that. And this is a light yellow. And I also have this Naples yellow. So I'm going to go in here. Oh, that's not quite as yellow, but it's nice. I like it. So I'm just going to go down here. We're going to keep some of the white areas. So I don't know how dark I should color. And I'm just trying to color in the area that an apple would grow. We'll give it a little bit of yellow on this side. All right, so and let's go in with some like orangey red. What color is this? Just orange. Over here. And this is, it says it's tangerine. But I think I'm going to pass the tangerine then and go to vermilion. No, I'm going to keep the tangerine and go this way. So I'm trying to use all of my, from this yellow to this red, in order. Now we're going with this, which is, what color is this? Scarlet. And this one is crimson. And it'll be crimson at the bottom. All right. So here comes the fun part. I'm just going to grab my paper towel for blotting. And we'll do the stem last. And I'm just using this. I should probably be using a round brush maybe. These are both by Artist Loft, so they're firmer bristles. I'm going to watch this one. This one I've already used. So we'll see how I like these. So now I'm going to wet my brush, and I'm going to dry the ferrule, like the cylinder here. And I'm going to start on the light side. So I'm assuming my light source is coming from this direction. And look how nicely these cover everything on this dollar store paper. So you know what? This is a great use for the dollar store paper. I'm going to get some more water. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm putting more water on that one. So if you put more water, it spreads easier, just like watercolor, but it thins it more, just like watercolor. So now I've got some orange on my brush. No, I need more water. So I might try a water brush with this. I might switch to one of my cheap water brushes that mostly don't work. So far I've only tested 3 of them, and 2 of them were horrible because they soak up whatever color you're using into the water reservoir, and then your clean color is no longer there. It's just all gone. So yeah. So I feel like I need an even bigger brush than the one I'm using, but I do have big brushes, but they're my nice brushes, and I don't want to make my watercolor brushes and my acrylics, and I don't want to wreck them because I'm scrubbing pretty hard in here sometimes. Like I'm working more than normal. Pushing harder than I normally would. I can't speak English. Are these fun? How sick are you guys of apples? I shouldn't have started with doing the same thing over and over. But I did. Yeah, it's hard. I'm going to have to go over with yellow again later. I mixed them. I've got too much water here. But I want to come down this way and mix some of these colors together. Yeah, I don't have enough water. And I just want a little bit of the yellow in here. It doesn't matter if the red goes over it, makes it orange. That's fine. Although it seems to make it pink here. I just wanted some lighter colors on here too, but they might get totally disappeared because I want all the darker colors on this side. Let's see how these look actually. Okay, this is painful using the small brush. I hate to use one of my nice big brushes. Hang on while I check in my stash and see if I have like really cheap dollar store brushes. Hang on. I probably do. I think I remember buying some. Okay, I'm back. I did have this set that I got at the dollar store. I think it was $4. It does have some bigger brushes, but they're square, and I wanted like a bigger round brush. Yeah, that's bigger than what I'm using. Let's try the dollar store one. because I want to use a brush. I don't care if I kill it. So I'm just giving this brush a wash. Let me put my glasses back on. So, and I didn't color very hard because I wanted to see how far this paint spread. So that does work good. I mean, I could use it sideways. But it's very soft. So that's not the best brush. Let's try the water brush. This is one of the cheap ones. This is the only one so far that it didn't suck the water right up into the barrel, the dirty paint water, into the barrel while I worked. So let's drop some paint through. So I dropped a ton of paint there. I mean, I dropped a ton of water there. So the bristles on the water brush are not strong enough. A piece of hair just came loose from that brush and it made me do that mistake there. So I've made a mistake over in this corner, and I'm going to have to paint a butterfly or something over here. So we'll do that. So this brush is good for getting the amount of water flow. So far, it's not sucking any of the color back, but it's not hard enough for like scrubbing the paint. All right, so let's I want to put some more color up here. I think we're going to have to wait for this to dry. I wonder, with a damp brush, can I pull color right off the bottom? Yeah, I can, but not strong color. You would think it would be a stronger color, but it's really not. Okay, so we're going to have to wait for this layer to dry. So what do you think so far of the Monte Marte water mixable oils? We'll come back in a little bit and test the rest, okay? It's not finished. This is just the first layer. Okay, guys, I am back. Everything's almost dry. I got cut off. I was recording, and I don't know if it just stopped recording or if it wasn't recording and I thought it was, type of thing. So all you missed is I added some white over here. And I added some of this deeper orangey yellow down here and here. So that is all you missed. And this is the darkest color that we were using down here. And I'm going to put some more of the scarlet. No, this is tangerine. And this is the scarlet. And I'm going to try to add some of this cerise at the bottom to see if I can mix like a burgundy color on top of that pink. I don't think that's going to be dark enough. I'm going to go over it with mauve. All right, and I'm gonna try grabbing a bigger brush. This is one of my nicer brushes from Curry's. Curry's, we used to have a Curry store in town. They closed down, so I can't get brushes or anything there anymore, which is a shame. Was there color on that? That looks kind of muddy, doesn't it? Oh yeah, there was blue in there. I just accidentally shadowed my my yellow side with blue. All right, let's try that again. I'm just gonna So I don't know if I like using that big brush. Let's go back to the brush I was using when I tested these. So it's actually fun. I'm sorry if you can't see a lot of what I'm doing, and I'm sorry I completely stopped talking. It's very relaxing and meditative. I'm going to go over that with dark for shadow later, so it doesn't really matter. So I like this brush so far for, I can go this way if I want big strokes and this way if I want strong stroke. Small, oh, I can't even talk anymore. This is great for blending. I hope the camera is picking how beautifully these are blending together. This is so nice. I'm just taking the dark colors and blending it up into the apple. Like I kind of wrecked the edge here and smudged it, but I'm basically just playing with the colors when I make these apples. I'm not trying to make like a perfect apple or anything. I'm just learning about how they blend and layer and what the colors look like with different amounts of water. You know? Yeah, I think I'm just doing worse and worse with this end of the apple. But you know what? So far, out of all of the oil pastels I've got, these are the most fun. I am having the most fun with these, and I'm so relaxed. I'm forgetting that I'm recording, and I'm forgetting to talk. So, out of all my sets so far, for fun-wise, I highly recommend the Monte Marte Water-soluble oil pastels. And look at the beautiful blends I'm getting. I'm really happy with this. So I don't know if that's dry enough for me to go in there with a stem yet or not. But let's try. And you know what I forgot to grab? I bought a thing to lean on so I won't rest my hand on the color, and I forgot to get it. It's in my other room. I think I'm going to go back to this brush for the stem. I've got too much water on it though. I'm just going to dab it off. I've got crumbs, and the crumbs are not good. This is crummy. This is a very crummy oil pastel. But as soon as you add water, the crumminess goes away. So I'm going to just stop with the stem there. And we need a shadow at the bottom. Now I'm going to take a darker color. I kind of want to take like a dark blue first. This is phthalo blue. And I have an azure blue, but they go more turquoise. So I think this might be my darkest blue. And I just want to wet the top. And see what that looks like. I'm just going to put it under here. I want a shadow. So that's not quite dark enough. Maybe I need to go with like a purple. So I'm going to try to take some of this. I think this is, I can't read what that says. That goes on pretty light. So I think that's too light for a shadow. Let's try this one. And let's see how far I could drive this shadow out a little bit. So that's really not looking shadow-like. Maybe I should use some black down there. So this is, it's breaking up my paper. This is a really cheap paper. And I've been scrubbing a lot at that, using a lot of water. So, yeah. Oh, you can color onto the wet. Yeah, I'm breaking the paper. Can you see it? So the dollar store paper can only handle maybe 2 layers, 3 at most. 3 is pushing it. So I'm not going to add any more. I was just playing with colors anyway for this, and brushes, and seeing what works. Okay, guys, this is my apple for the Monte Marte Water-Soluble Oil Pastels Signature 48 pieces. As you can see right here, they are really, really beautiful. I don't think I can quite get them all on camera. So let me tilt them. And so far, out of all my brushes, my Artist Loft work the best, the necessities. I try almost every kind of brush I have, except for my really good watercolor brushes. And they were all too soft or too hard. The too hard ones scrape the paper. The too soft ones, they just don't do anything. But the Artist Loft Necessity worked really well for me. I might go buy another one when they go on sale. They're really cheap anyway. Anyway, that is my Monte Marte. I should write that down, right? I'm going to write it at the bottom here. Monte Marte Water-soluble oil pastels. Alexa, what day is today?
It's Tuesday, May 14th.
Tuesday, May 14. May 14, 24. There. Because I like to keep track of when I do things, because sometimes I go in an art kick. Like in 2018, I decided I wanted to learn art. And I bought some stuff. I did maybe 5 things, and then I closed it all up for another year. And I took it out in 2019, and then I did some digital paintings. And then I think it took me to last Christmas, before I got serious about trying real art, like, and started doing it on a more regular basis. Not the Christmas that just passed, which was 23. So I want to say 22. The Christmas of 22 is when I started buying art supplies. And so it was after that Christmas that I started getting into it. I'm having so much fun. I'm almost 60 years old, and I have anxiety, and this really helps so much with it. Like, I go away in my head, like, unless I'm doing a video. But if I'm just playing by myself, I just totally go away in my head, and yeah, it feels really nice. But anyway, I really like the way this one came out with the water-soluble. If you want to take a look, this is what the one came out with, the Mungyo Gallery Soft Oil Pastels. It's still very beautiful and very vibrant. This has a sketchy but realistic feel. I don't know how to say it. Like, you could see the blend. You could see that, like, it's a beautiful apple. And the other two, that was the Craypass Specialist, which are really expensive, but I got them almost half price. This is Artist Brand. Everything else is not Artist Brand. This is the only one that's artist quality. This is the Art Echo. I really like them. They're very inexpensive. You can get them for $16 for a set of, I don't know if it's 48 or 50. I can't remember. And they're beautiful. They're creamy. They're nice. Yeah, if I had to choose between these two, I'd probably get this one. These are nice and they're vibrant, and they're light fast, but I'm not good enough to neat light fast. Although I do like the way it looks in the camera more than it looks in real life. So that's the Craypass Specialist, the Art Echo, and the Monte Marte was today, and last time was the Gallery by Mungyo. So I'm going to let this dry. I don't know if I'm going to need to, I've just been taping wax paper between the pages. I don't know if I'll need to do that for this. I don't think I will, but maybe. So let's let this dry. I'm going to say goodbye anyway. The apple's dry. The only part that's still wet is down here. All right, I've been babbling enough, so I'm going to stop here. I hope you liked this. I really enjoyed doing it. This will probably be the last of the apples, you guys. So I'm going to start doing other things for the channel. It's just that this is something that I could talk and do at the same time, and I don't have to concentrate because I've got the image in my head, and I know I want a light side and a dark side, and I'm still babbling. I apologize. So I hope you don't mind that I'm a very, very chatty person. All right, guys, take care, stay safe, and happy crafting, happy painting, happy whatever it is you're going to do today. I hope you have a great one. Bye, guys.